Hey guys, Mr. Wolfie here, and I was going to show you this thing. I've been on the market for a handgun because I've never owned one myself, but with all the stuff going on in the world today, I thought, it would be very nice to have something to keep in the house for home defense, in case somebody busts in the house, then, at least we have something to protect ourselves. So I've been on the market for a handgun, and I decided on this one last night, and I'm just going to show it to you, and then I'll make another video in a few days when we take it out and do some practice shooting with it, because I haven't been able to practice with it yet. I haven't even, I haven't put a single round through it yet. It's just now out of the box. So let's go over it here. And I cannot get this glare off my glasses no matter what I do. Sorry. All right. So got it at Academy Sports and Outdoors for a very reasonable price. Great folks there in Tupelo, Mississippi. I saw Cinnamon Toasty in there. He shops for disc golf stuff, and he gave me some advice about this gun, or guns in general. So it is a Smith & Wesson, made in the USA. Now, that's not a great selling point usually. I mean, for me it is. A lot of people are gun snobs though, and they're like, "Oh, don't buy. USA doesn't necessarily make a good gun." I'm like, "No, come on, man. I mean, if it shoots lead out of the end of the barrel at a high rate, I'm satisfied with it. I'm not freaking some kind of, you gotta have, I don't need a gun that's gonna blow a grapefruit-sized hole in something. I just want, I want something that will do the job if I have to do the job. So it's a Smith & Wesson SD9 is what they call it. It's the SD9VE. It's the what is that called? The value enhanced, I think, is what the VE stands for. But it is and first rule of gun safety: never aim a gun. It's not loaded, hasn't been loaded, but still never aim a gun at something that you don't intend to destroy. So it's got very good sights. I'm not going to be able to show you much of this. We'll show you more later. But I really like the sights. I really like that it has, let me switch hands here. Really like that it has this little finger thing. I don't know what to call that, but it's like, instead of, resting your finger on the outside of the trigger, you can do that, and it just feels like you have more control over the gun for like preparatory purposes. It's got a very good magazine discharge. Just threw it on the floor. I'm so inexperienced with handguns. I'm still learning. That's why we haven't even loaded it yet. I'm gonna, take some courses and things. It comes with an extra magazine, which is a big deal because magazines are like 30 bucks by themselves. It comes with a lock. It's pretty cool, and all the safety manuals and everything you need. Everything in the box that you would need, and it's got a year warranty. Smith & Wesson, I think, only does year warranties. It was a very affordable gun. Apparently, it's made in Springfield, Massachusetts. Yeah. Springfield, Massachusetts, USA. For a second I was like, what is MA? I can't even remember. It's MA. And then I was like, duh, Massachusetts. Anyway, so yeah, that's all I really got to say about it right now. I'm not gonna pull the trigger, but the trigger's pretty good amount of pressure you gotta put in. I think it's 8 pounds if I recall correctly reading about it. And that, that's a good safety feature in and of itself, that it has a little bit of a strong trigger, because you don't want accidental, you don't want something that's got such a light trigger that just showing it off like that will set it off. You actually got to get your finger in there and get up in it, you know what I mean? I haven't broken it down yet or anything, so I don't really know how to describe that to you. I think it breaks down pretty much like a Glock or anything else of that nature. The sights look so weird looking through this camera. It's like a 500 miles away, but then from my point of view, like, it lines up perfectly. It's crazy. I don't know. It's hard to describe. Anyway, we'll do some target practice. I'm actually going to go outside right now and make some targets out of some extra wood and stuff. I'm going to nail some boards together to make a kind of a wall of sorts, and then put some paper targets and things like that on it. And sometime this weekend we're going to go out and give it a shot, because it's a 9mm and I've never had a 9mm. We've only ever had smaller stuff. I've always had a BB gun, and we've had a 22 rifle in the house for a while, and my dad's got a 22 pistol. But I was like, 22 is just not there. If you get into trouble, a 22 is just not a very strong weapon. It's circumstantially useful, and it's definitely better than nothing. But a 9mm is a good standard stop in one shot kind of weapon. It's, you know, another thing about this, it's really good, is that it's a 16 shot magazine. Like, it's, you know, 16 in one if you load the chamber. But that's, I mean, that's pretty spiffy. Yeah, we'll figure all that out. Get some more experience with it. I like the grip. It's got a good feeling grip. I haven't shot it yet, so I don't know how the grip feels as far as, you know, the feeling with the recoil and everything. But as far as just holding it here, it's got a good solid firm feel to it, and it fits my hand well because I'm not gifted with large hands. So a particularly big gun or a really small gun, I can't really handle good. This is I would say medium size. It's probably not classified that. I mean, I'm just saying that, but it feels like, you know, somewhere in between a 380 ACP and a 45 or something. I don't know. I wasn't looking for anything really strong. A 9mm was the max I was going for. I was actually considering a 38 special for a while, but it was hard to find one of those. It was a better value than this, or just any. There's several I was actually looking at, but this one was the one I decided on. Really like the two-tone. Personally, I mean, it's personal. I mean, it doesn't matter what appearance is really at the end of the day, but I like the contrast of the stainless steel to it's a polymer grip. It just, I don't know, it looks classy. You know, get a little hip thing. I'm considering getting a concealed carry license actually. But in Mississippi, see, let me lay this out because you may not know this. In Mississippi, you do not have to have a particular license or certification to purchase long guns or handguns. Long guns count as, you know, any kind of rifle or shotgun. Unless it's like federally illegal, like some kind of really strong assault rifle that's automatic. I don't think you can buy anything automatic in Mississippi because of federal laws, but you can buy semi-auto pretty effective, you know, without any regulations. I think it's more regulations on selling it than buying it. Anyway, point is, so you can keep this anywhere in your house, anywhere in your car, and anywhere in your business concealed without a licensure, because that is your property. Anywhere that is your property that you own, you can have this. But if you were to carry it in public, you would have to open carry it. So you'd have to have like an outer hip like thing where everybody can see it, which is not a big deal. I mean, it's a pretty large gun. For somebody like my size, this is kind of too big to conceal carry unless I had like one of those, you know, under the shoulder things, under the arm things. And what was I getting at there? I don't remember what I was going to say. Anyway, so I'd have to have a permit to conceal carry it, because you can open carry in Mississippi without any kind of license. It can be loaded and everything. You can open carry all day. It's, you know, Mississippi has some pretty lax gun laws, which is both good and bad. Good for people that are, you know, safe with guns and are just looking to take care of themselves and other people. But bad if you happen to be a bad guy that happens to be like, oh yeah, I'm just no bad guy, and I'm not gonna hurt nobody. But it's just like, rah, 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 rah. That's bad. But it doesn't happen very often in Mississippi, and it's usually people that are owning guns illegally in some format or concealing them illegally that are going to be the bad guys that you have to worry about. So, back to that. Consider getting a concealed carry thing. All you have to do to purchase a gun in Mississippi is you have to fill out a whole bunch of forms that register the gun to you. It takes down the serial number, takes down all your information, takes down the information of the gun, so that if this gun were to injure somebody, they could trace it back to me that I purchased it from this store at this point in time, and that kind of stuff. And so that, I mean, it's good and bad, because now it's registered on the FBI website, and yeah, you know, that's perfectly good, because I don't intend to like let other people screw around with this or anything. This is going to be in my house, hidden somewhere where only I know where it is, so I can get to it easy, unless I intend to get a carrying license, and then I'll carry it, or eventually maybe put it in my car if I get something else. So there's that. But anyway, I'm going to go outside and work on this target thing. So I'm calling it a target horse, I guess is the best way to put it. Just a big wooden platform that I can put targets on. And then we'll show this off sometime this weekend. Hopefully it performs like I'm hoping, because I'm not a big gun guy. I don't really care much about guns. I've never been into hunting, any of that stuff. But I just, you know, it's a good idea to have one something at least, you know, to take care of yourself. Just because the world is a dangerous place, and it's getting more dangerous every day, as you can see if you ever watch the news. But anyway, guys, peace out. This has been Mr. Wolfie. Love you guys.